What's up, book nerds? This Inevitable Ruin by Matt Dinniman. Whoa, this was a lot. Um, we'll do the fucking dust cover reveal. Always hard book, but fuck the cheese dicks. Yeah, baby. Fuck them cheese dicks. Supposed to be cheese sticks. It's one of the models from one of the platoons. Uh, Donut and Carl's army, but in typical Samantha fashion, she thinks it's cheese dicks, and it's a funny conversation. We'll get more on her later because he's a fucking agent of chaos, and why wouldn't she fuck shit up for everyone, whether it be on purpose or not? Uh, but once again, thank you for anyone that comes across me. If anyone enjoys anything I do, if you could please hit me a follow or a thumbs up or both, would be cool wherever you find me. YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. I mean, these go up on TikTok. I do a lot of shit posting on there. I stream on Twitch. Go check me out. Like I do that at least twice a month because my work schedule on Saturdays. But anyways, let's get to this incredible fucking book, the best, hands down so far, uh, book in the series. I've given every one of these a 5 out of 5. Uh, they're not like even the lowest five is still a 5, but this like on what was it, on Storygraph, like I tried to uh give it a 5.75. This book is so fucking good. Uh, this has been building up to this floor, the ninth floor, for so long. It's a faction wars. Uh, it's a 9 army fucking faction war. This everything is culminating. Let's just say this. No, by the way, there are probably going to be spoilers. I'll try not to, but just a warning. If you just want my front view of this, fucking great book. Hope everyone gets to it. It's so phenomenal. Some of the jokes in here, I don't feel like they'll land as hard unless you listen to in an audible fashion, whether it be in Soundbooth Theater or on Audible. But either way, if you just consume this, it's fucking great. Anyway, so there's there's the faction wars. Got the Princess Posse, and this one of the coolest things is there are thousands of old brawlers that got out of their like they took a deal on whatever floor they took a deal. They got out, they're out of their deal, and now they've come back to fight with Carl, Princess Donut, Katya, uh, and crew. Uh, like I'm getting choked up talking because Dinniman did such a good job this book at not only the pacing because it's so fucking fast. Like the beginning is them trying to set shit up. Like, oh, we need to do this, and we need to do this because of that. Like, we need to make sure we kill this bloodline because of this at the start of the series. Like, Donut wears that stupid fucking crown, so when they got to this floor, they had to kill the whole bloodline of the Naga. So they're talking about that, and they're supposed to have like a 60-day ceasefire or whatever, a 30-hour, 60-hour ceasefire. By the way, it doesn't go the full 60 hours because shit pops off like 20 hours early. Go figure. Um, so just that little bit of book at the beginning is the only reprieve this book has. After that, it's one thing after a fucking another. It does not fucking stop. And it is so anxiety inducing because everything that this book's Murphy Laws. I mean, the whole series has been Murphy Laws. Some things have gone right. There's definitely one thing that goes right at the end, and it's because of Donut and Katya. You beautiful bitches. Um, but yeah, it's so there's factions. There's thousands of old crawlers that come back. There's a saying. What uh what is it? Once you enter the dungeon, you'll die in the dungeon. Pretty much holds true. You got old authors of the cookbook that show up, and they fucking great. Uh, there's a lot of subterfuge going on with certain people. I'm not going to say who because at a certain point it seems like they're against Carl, like they're on doing their own thing, and they're kind of just like going along with the good guys until it's doesn't serve them anymore. Um, but yeah, some fucking just there's some really good fucking yeah moments. When certain villains die or opposing faction leaders die, it's so cool. Like I said, this whole thing just goes until the end. Um, but there are so many moments. There's the growing. I know I jump all over when I do these, but like the growing of Donut, like she is the head commander of the Princess Posse for most of it, and then Carl oversees her because he like goes above her in level or some shit like that. And but she and he Carl mentions this in the book. He goes, Donut has done a really good of rising to the occasion, being a commander, and it's you see it. You see something out of Donut you've never seen before. But when they're out of the moment, out of the danger for a few seconds, she reverts you probably even further past her stupid childlike uh bullshit and attitude. And it's that weird pendulum, right? Like it there's a thing it's called like uh let's say like use dark and light, like it'll always the pendulum will always go the furthest to one side, whether it's dark or light first. But it will eventually like start teetering out, but like whatever side it goes to first, it'll go to the farthest, most horrible side or light side, but it's gonna have to come back to that other side and do the complete opposite at the farthest point. And this is Donut to a T in this. Like she becomes more adult. She she's a great leader. She's making really good calls, sacrificial calls, blah blah blah. But when it's out of the shit, which isn't very often, maybe a few seconds, such a fucking child. It's funny, but it's also sad at the same time. Carl, he is, and actually some of the generals and shit like yell at him because like most of these are suicide missions are going on, and they're doing the scope of what they do in this fucking book is insane. Like Dinniman did such a good job at writing this like war story with factions and generals and shit. Um, and and then it gets to the point where like Carl's like trying to like keep all these moving parts going at certain things, and like he's part of a moving part, and like people were like, Carl, shut the fuck up, worry about your suicide mission, we'll worry about ours, let's just get it done, because he's not helping anyone. So like Carl starts realizing that he can't, like, and it keeps pushing, like he can't save everyone. um and spoiler, here comes, they win the faction war. Holy shit. Not without not without some casualties. A lot of fucking people die. More than, well, little less than half of old crawlers that came back survived. Of course, it's gonna get hard to talk about. And one of the old authors in this city they're in, they're like in a ring, like a descending ring, kind of like Dante's Inferno, like the levels to hell. And the ones that survive are all there, and they're cheering for Carl and Donut, saying thank you and fucking beautiful moment. Just thinking about it, just such fucking empowering and feel great about it. So yeah, I just on that, go read this shit, guys. Some of our main players may not be back again ever. Doesn't mean they're dead, but maybe they're just gone. Thank you, Dinniman. Go read, nerds.